So LGBT rights are human rights, and we all should have equal rights.
First question, obvious question, of all the causes in the world to go for, why LGBTQ rights?
This happened in 2015. I was still in China, so I used to work in China. That's not a good block. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh, this is going to be a quick interview.
This is going to be pretty quick. So yeah, I was in China in 2015. I read about the Section 377 being recriminalized again.
Oh, when it went to the Supreme Court
yes,
the first time.
Correct. And when I read about that, I started reading all these stories about people being discriminated against. Lot of people who were in proper jobs in corporates and so on and so forth lost their jobs because of the same. Lots of horrific stories. That got me. I started researching a lot more about LGBT rights in the country. So when I did that, I just couldn't understand why people in this country are so they're so ignorant about the fact that LGBT people need rights, and no one is talking about it. No one was talking about it. Not big mainstream media houses were talking about it. Everyone was talking about various other issues that India faces, which I know there are various other things that we face. But then I always thought, why will human beings who are just different in terms of who they love and how they love won't get the same right as I do if I live here? So that got me back to India, came back, and I moved back to Mumbai first.
Which you moved back to do this, not because
Yes.
you had a job or something else?
No, I moved back. I was not working for a year when I started FSOG because I wanted to completely invest my time in this. Again, that was because no one was talking about it. We needed stories to be out there. I wanted people to learn more about these things and also know that if you are LGBT, you're not alone. There's various other people. I might not be LGBT, but I do understand. I empathize with you. So I just started writing their stories. That's what I did. I would just go interview them, take pictures, talk about their aspirations. What would they have done if all this was legal? I was doing this with a couple of my friends who were very supportive. And then we started getting a lot of emails, so on and so forth. So I thought we should definitely start a big website. I bought this domain, started putting in all the content that I built on that website, and then we started getting a lot of inquiries from the media as well. Not Indian. We first got a lot of international press. People abroad were more interested to know why we are covering this story, number one, to understand why a straight woman from India is getting into this whole activism, and where are we headed?
So I got to ask you, in America, in England, in Europe, they have a different problem.
Yes.
So they've legalized a lot of gay marriage, a lot of these kind of issues, but their issue is that they don't recognize a third gender. They struggle to understand that people could be gay. Whereas in India, I don't think there's anyone who will tell you there's not a third gender. I think we all know there are third genders, but we look down on them.
Correct.
So right now, what's worse, now that we've got decriminalized technically?
After the whole Section 377 being repealed, I think we're headed somewhere really good, because we would worship third gender, like talk about history and what we've done in the past and the kind of we have gods which are all about sexuality, and we have we pray to lingam. I'm sorry, but we do that, and it's all in the name of God. So we used to be very progressive. There came a point when the British came to India and they gave us all these laws, and we kept it with us. And the same law existed in the UK as well, but they repealed that years and years ago, over 60 years.
No, so that's an interesting point, right? So you get a lot of people on the left in India who say, no, it was just Section 377 is a British law. So that's where the problem comes from. But is that it? Is it just simply that the British came in, or do we have our own biases in here?
This is my theory again, but I personally feel there's a lot of things in terms of mentality change that the British brought in with them, and that was because of divide and rule. And I think that never helped India, and the majority of Indians today, I would imagine, I believe, are not. they don't have opinions because I don't think they read much about it. They don't care much about what's happening. People just like to live. A lot of simple people in India, so they don't want to explore more and learn more about new things, and that has just come from the whole fact that we were ruled by a British, like a colony. We were a colony, and we were never given the chance to explore and make the country how we want the country to be.
Yeah, right. So before this falls, I want to ask you one thing that you kind of bring up, right? People don't think about it, they don't read about it. But that's part of the excuse, shall we say, that's given by a lot of people when it comes to any kind of cause, whether it's LGBT rights or poverty alleviation or whatever, is that, hey, I've got my own problems. Let me figure out my life and then I'll figure out your life. Yes. But you kind of break that model in a sense, because it's not like you're a 50-year-old woman who's lived life and now you're doing it. You started when you, a year or two out of college?
I actually have been working since I was 17. So I've been I always thought anything that bothers, that will affect me in my life, it could be either Indian politics, because tomorrow if, when I have children or a family, I would not want my children to grow up in a society which does not give rights to LGBT people, because I could have a child who could be LGBTQIA, and I would never want to have a child in a country where people are discriminating him, her, them. So that was one thing. So I always feel, if I'm doing this right now because I have the energy and the time and I have the passion, but it does affect me. I am selfish in some way. People don't see that. People see that they think, oh, you're not doing this for yourself at this moment, but I am doing this for myself because I am from India. I hold an Indian passport. I go abroad. I represent the country. I want my country to be progressive and think the way I believe. Something like equal rights. It's something so small and so big at the same time.
So I'll give you just a little scenario of the mentality that I've encountered, at least when it comes to this, is a lot of people say, yeah, it's great that they've got their rights. It's good for them. We need more human rights. But they also have that mentality of, I have no problem if that person is gay. I just don't want my kid to be gay or anyone I know to be gay. Yes. So how do you jump that barrier?
I have had this problem in my family as well. Not my close family. Like I have a brother who's not gay, but he's extremely supportive. He's come with me to queer pride parades. My whole family is exceptionally flamboyant and very, very out there with support and all of that. So my mom and dad also, in fact, were a part of the Bangalore Pride Parade. But we have my extended family. We have a couple of, I have cousins who are gay, and they're not able to come out in the open and tell everyone because they just don't think anyone's going to accept it.
Even within your family?
Even within they won't even come out to me. They know I support all of this thing. They know I run a website. We have I think a readership of over 4 million now. We have millions of people coming onto the website. We get daily mails. We have helped people who have been house arrested for over 2 years in Chennai by their boyfriends who had families. So the boyfriend had a wife and 2 children and had another boyfriend, a gay boyfriend, and he had put him house arrested, so on and so forth. So we do get these kind of cases. Sometimes we get the kind of stories we hear are so sad that it's difficult for us to go, like the day is completely ruined because of the fact that this is what is happening in the world while we're sitting in an office, doing things and doing marketing, whatever. The one thing I have noticed, the little change that I've seen is I got texts from heterosexual people congratulating me for this. So, which I had not...
That's kind of weird.
It's odd. Yeah. It's really odd. But in a weird way, I took it as we're getting somewhere. At least they think like something good has happened to the country. Like they were like, congrats, we somehow progress. Wow, you did that. In a weird way, I think that's just the optimistic side of me saying this, but I feel this is going to change something, a bit of mindsets. I think people now, at least for the LGBTQIA community, they are validated. They're validated. It gets me so happy thinking about today they can do whatever they want. I mean, at least like hold hands and be like I have a gay boyfriend. Even if people say, they will still say.
People will still chase them, but the cops can't at least legally chase them.
Correct. Yeah. They will, but I feel somewhere it's a small step, but definitely a step towards progressive nation.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So on that absolutely optimistic note, do you think you can get another brick out here?
Let's see. Oh wow, that's, oh yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
All right, let's see if I can get a break. If I can get a break, I'll ask you another question. I have a feeling I can't get a break. All right, just.
That's not, that one's,
It's really, yeah, it's the only one I can think of, but everything else is.
that one.
No, but you can't
Can you
take from
tell
the
the
top
first
three.
two, top three? Is it
Yeah.
2 or is it 3?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2. Oh well. Nope.
So,
No.
Nope.
Oh no.
There's just this one guy in the middle.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Alright, just gonna go be. Let's see. Dun.
Oh, that's
God.
good.
Alright. One more question I get. This has become more of a game for me.
I know, exactly.
Alright, so taking it forward, do you plan to, I mean, there's going to be a point, obviously, I'm guessing, where you have to choose between everything else and FSOG.
Yes.
Do you know what you're going to choose at that point?
I have always wanted to get, I think FSOG just, I don't want it to ever end. I think it's not, see, after the whole Section 377, we didn't know what to talk about, because now we were talking, before that we were talking about everything that the country was going through because of the Section 377. Now we have focused on problems that parents are having, like facing when their kids are coming out to them. That's actually the color of India.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
completely
cute.
coincidentally, but we'll take it.
That's cute.
All right.
Oh, it's my turn, is
Yeah.
it? Am I, we're still,
This is
I'm still not the winner. I've
Wow.
not been declared the winner yet.
not yet.
Should have been.
I'm really hoping I can win one.
Not with this one, nope.
I'm not even thinking about questions anymore.
It's like concentrate. No, no way. This is just not going to work. Oh God.
I feel it's going to fall.
This, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it.
All right. You want to try a magic trick and try pulling the bottom one?
Yeah, I'm like, oh yes, yes, of course. No, what? Nope. No.
That's really gutsy.
That was like, could that work?
No,
will it work?
Mind not doing
It
that?
could. No, it could. It would probably not.
It might. Let's see what you do.
Let's see.
Just pull it really fast and see what happens.
You're not going to be taking your advice here.
Oh, it sounds like I'm not on your side.
Oh, that was just
There's
genius,
literally
wasn't it?
nothing I can do. This is one of these three.
No way,
They're all
no
just
way.
stuck in together.
No way, that's
No.
not, that's it.
There's
I think the
nothing
winner
else.
has been declared.
Oh, there's one more here.
Nope. You.
Oh,
Oh shit. This is just not. It's not gonna work.
no, they're all really tightly packed now.
Yeah, they're not gonna work. None of this is gonna work. Nope. That's not gonna work, right? That's gonna completely topple the whole thing. Nope.
Let's find out. Why don't you give it a shot?
Oh God, that will. Is there no? There's no other one.
You can try one of these three, but that's about it.
Yeah, there's not.
Oh, you can just go
I will just.
You can lose by not even touching it.
Can. Oh God, nope.
You could go completely spectacular if you know you're going to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Just pull something random
might
and see
as
what
well.
happens.
Okay, no,
mean-
this is not random. This is stupid. This is what it is.
I mean, there's no coming back from that.
I'm putting no.
Can you? I don't think you can.